Hey, are you low on coins and need some more? Look no further than InstantMaddenCoins.com. They offer instant deliveries and 24-hour support on all platforms. Use code Ryan at checkout for 10% off. Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Predictor set here. All 34 things that you could do in this set and what the rewards are for each week. Well, we don't know exactly for each week. I don't know if this is going to be the same thing every single week, but if you get 20 things correct in the Predictor for this year, you get 5k coins. 24 correct, you get 15k. 28 correct, you get 50,000 coins. And if you get the most right out of anybody on your respective console, you'll be able to choose an 89 plus overall player. So like a legend you can get, for example, you can get like an Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, you know, anybody that you can think of that's 89 overall plus. I guess you could just pick who you want, which is insane. I don't know if it's going to be auctionable or not, but if so, then if you're able to somehow get lucky enough to get everything right, if you're Nostradamus and you can get everything right, then you can make yourself some serious coins at least once during this big NFL season that we got of 17 games, or 17 weeks, mind you. So I definitely would recommend doing this every single week, because you just never know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to be able to get 50k, you're going to be able to get an 89 overall plus player, or 15,000 coins. Even 5k is nice, just for, you know, randomly going through all the sets and looking at what we got here. So, and, you know, just guessing. You could just guess and win yourself a, you know, 600k card. So, I do want to mention real quick, I already recorded this video, but my voice actually wasn't recording. So what I did was I went through each and every single thing, and I told you guys what I did. You know, maybe if you needed some help guessing, you know, what's going on. But for the most part, you can just go ahead and pick whatever you want. I mean, if you just want to go ahead and do like a 50-50 thing, do that. But I guess each and every week, I'll tell you what I chose and the reasoning, maybe if you need help, you know, figuring it out. So Jets at Bills, I went ahead and said that the Jets are going to lose to the Bills. I just don't see really the Bills struggling too much against the Jets. LaShawn McCoy getting 100 plus yards. I went ahead and said that he would not do that. I don't think the Jets front seven is really going to allow you know, McCoy to just run all over them, but who knows, maybe they will. I just think the Bills are going to win more so through the air against that really weak secondary. And then of course we have the Falcons beating the Bears for sure. I don't think the Bears are going to be able to beat the Falcons, especially since the Falcons are coming off the Super Bowl loss and they're really upset about it. I want to imagine they're pretty hungry to win some games again. Jordan Howard has at least one rushing touchdown. I do believe he will score in that defense at some point during the game. I mean, it's really hard to keep someone really good out of the end zone, especially if they get there. Then he'll be able to he'll probably be able to punch it in. I have the Bengals beating the Ravens. I have AJ Green getting one receiving touchdown, so I put True in that. I just don't think that the Falcons or the Ravens are going to be able to keep him out of the end zone either. The Ravens are already dealing with a quarterback issue where Joe Flacco is probably injured and probably won't play that game. So I can imagine the defense really won't be rallying too much. And, you know, AJ Green always comes out really strong. I never want to bet on the Browns winning a game. I do believe they could win that game, but I have the Steelers beating the Browns, so I would not say True on the Browns beating them. Myles Garrett getting at least one sack. I went ahead and went True. Reason being is I think he's going to be fired up. First NFL game, first meaningful NFL game. I think he's going to come out and try to, you know, sack one of their biggest rivals in NFL history. Browns and Steelers have a huge rivalry. Cardinals beating the Lions. Actually, it says Lions beating the Cardinals. I went ahead and said false. I don't see the Lions beating the Cardinals. I mean, they could, but I'm going to go ahead and say false. I just don't really think so. That's just my personal opinion. Matt Stafford having 2+ passing touchdowns. I went ahead and said true. And I know I said I had the Lions losing to the Cardinals, but I think 2 touchdowns through the air isn't going to be enough to beat them. So that's why I went ahead and say yes. I just think, you know, Stafford is going to pretty much throw at least decently against them, enough to at least get 2 touchdowns. I don't know. Jaguars beating the Texans. I went ahead and said no. And then J.J. Watt getting a sack. I went ahead and said yes. These right here, Buccaneers and Dolphins, this is not going to count no matter what you pick because of Hurricane Irma. The game is not going to be played. So if you put false in both, or true in both, or false and true, it will still count as a correct answer. So prayers out to everybody in that path of that hurricane. Definitely not something we want to see. Titans beating the Raiders. I went ahead and said yes, true. just because I don't want to pick false and then the Titans win and then I feel like a fake fan. So I went ahead and said yes. Marcus Mariota has 200 plus passing yards and 20 plus rushing yards. I went ahead and said true. Again, I don't want that to happen and then it doesn't end up happening. Or I don't want that to happen and then I put false. And then I'm like, damn, you know, I should have believed in my team. Then we have the Redskins beating the Eagles. I went ahead and said yes. Terrell Pryor having 6+ receptions. I said false. I know it's false and true, but yes and no. I'm just going to say, just because it's a lot easier to say. I don't really like saying true and false. Rams beating the Colts. I said, yeah, that's probably going to happen. I don't think the Colts are going to do too well without Andrew Luck. I think he's going to be out for at least the first 2 to 3 weeks maybe, so I don't really see them doing too well. Todd Gurley having 1 touchdown against the Colts. I went ahead and said yes. Packers beating the Seahawks. I said no. Don't believe that's going to happen. Aaron Rodgers with 300 plus passing yards and 2+ passing touchdowns. Again, he's definitely capable of doing that against anybody in the NFL. I just don't think he's going to do it against the Seahawks in week 1. I definitely see the Seahawks coming out very, very, very ready to go, and that defense got even better with the acquisition of Sheldon Richardson, so I just really don't see them being able to do too much against them. 49ers losing to the Panthers. I went ahead and said that. Garcon having 6+ receptions. I said no. Giants beating the Cowboys. I went ahead and said yes. I actually think it says Cowboys will beat the Giants, so I put false. Dak Prescott having 250+ passing yards and a touchdown. I said no, but I could definitely see it happening for sure. Eli Manning throws 0 interceptions. I said false. I think he will actually throw a pick, just because it's Eli Manning, and I definitely could see him throwing a pick at some point in that game. A lot of these are just like guesses. Like I said, it could go either way. Vikings beating the Saints. I said no. Everson Griffin having a sack. I went ahead and said yes because why not? That's one of the things where I was going to say no, but I said, you know what? Why not just say true and see if I get it right? Broncos beating the Chargers. I went ahead and said no. I think the Chargers are actually going to win that game. I think they're going to, mix in Melvin Gordon, a lot of play action, and end up winning that game. But Von Miller getting a sack. I can never bet against Von Miller. I had to say yes. I think he's going to get a sack. And then Phillip Rivers having 22+ pass completions. I went ahead and said false. I know I have the Chargers winning that game, but in terms of Rivers completing over 22 passes, I don't know. I think he gets close, but I don't think he quite gets there, and I think they still end up winning the game anyway. So that's going to be the predictor. Every single week, I would definitely, like I said, recommend doing that because you never know what can happen. You never know if you could just, guess your way to an 89 overall card. I mean, a lot of it is going to take some knowledge of like the situations. Like, for example, if you said, are the Patriots going to beat the Browns? Then if you said false, and you guessed, you're probably not going to win that. So you at least need to know what's going on. But here is the solo challenges that we have. We have the Cowboys and Giants solo challenges, 60 overall on Pro. Absolutely easy. If you're going for Mutt Master, 2 easy solo challenges to do, and then, of course, a chance to win a decent amount of coins and a very, very good player of your choice each and every single week. So I would recommend doing that for sure. It does not take long. You don't want to get behind because, like I said, you could definitely have a chance of getting something nice. So I would recommend doing that every single week. And if you can't do it, then, that's okay. But at least try to get some throughout the year. I'm going to try to do them all just because I want to see if I can get lucky enough to actually win that card that I want. And that's going to be the video. So please go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.